All right, guys. So I'm here with yet another manifestation success story. Now, I am having a lot of anxiety and I've been having a rough time, but I'm still going to film this because it's still a victory in my mind. Okay. So, my manifestation success story is about manifesting my paycheck about 5 days early. Okay. So, basically, I went to Starbucks and I was going through a lot and I needed a coffee. And I knew that if I got that coffee, I was definitely overspending even more. Okay. So I overspent like maybe about like $11, maybe $12 in the bank by getting that coffee because I had already overspent $3 on something. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to get paid before my Hulu bill comes out because my Hulu and my Prime bill come out at the end of the month, right? Um, the Hulu comes out on the 29th. The Prime usually comes out like on the 1st, but starts processing on the 30th or the 31st. So I was like, oh no, I'm going to get paid before my Hulu bill comes out on the 29th. And this was on Friday, um, the 23rd, which was a days ago. And I wasn't supposed to get paid until the 30th. But I I was helping somebody water their plants yesterday because they were out of town with their dogs and they just needed somebody to water the plants. Um, and I opened my phone to see just how much I overdrafted. And I kid you not, my paycheck was there. I manifested it 5 days early because it's the 25th. When I checked it, it was like yesterday. So I'm here to tell you that you can manifest anything you want, even a paycheck early. Okay. You can even manifest your paycheck early. Okay. Um, all you got to do is basically affirm it. I, it was as simple as I sat down and I had a coffee. I told myself, no, I'm going to get paid. I'll get paid before that Hulu bill comes out. It'll be fine. Everything will be just fine. And I kept telling myself that. And, it happened. I let go. I didn't like keep affirming it all day. I just affirmed it a couple of times and let it be and accepted that it was going to happen. And I moved forward. I went to grab lunch with a $25 Fuddruckers gift card I had and got a burger and a Coke and just sat and ate and then went home. And, you know, I do have other manifestation success stories, but I'm not ready to talk about them here on the internet just yet. I want to see how I can like formulate uh, the conversations that I had with myself to manifest these things. Because, see, while I am clairvoyant and clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant, and I do hear things before they come, and I do often see things before they come, um, I did not see that paycheck coming before, the 29th. I just affirmed it and managed to manifest it. Um, there are certain things that the universe does not always let you see before they come. There are certain things that the universe doesn't always let you hear before they come because you are supposed to undergo a lesson in how to deal with certain life issues. And now I know I've already had visions of a couple other things to come, and I'll deal with them when they come. I'm kind of nervous about it, and you know, but this to come was just to be expected. Um, but I will cope with it once it comes, This one, I don't know what to think other than I may have manifested this thing to come because I kept telling myself that we may be moving this year. We may be moving this year. I kept telling myself that. So that could be why this one thing that I keep having the vision of is actually coming, is because I kept affirming that I may be moving. Okay. And I kept telling everybody that I may be moving to a bigger spot. And I kept saying it was going to be this year. So that could be why the very thing that I see coming, is because I manifested it. Just not in the way I intended to manifest it. And see, that's the funny thing with manifestation is if you really want to manifest something, make sure you set your intentions on how you want to manifest something, because sometimes if you don't set your intentions on how you want to manifest something, sometimes it can like come in a way that you weren't expecting, or sometimes it can come in not exactly the best way or the most fun way possible. It it's like, get specific with your manifestations, okay? um One of the affirmations that I want you to use, if you want to get specific with your affirmations, is I want you to tell yourself that you get everything you want. I want you to tell yourself that everything works out in your favor. I want you to tell yourself that everything works out exactly as you want it to. And then it'll work out exactly as you want it to. Okay? Make sure you stay specific in that. So, without further ado, make sure you say your positive affirmations every day. Make sure you coach yourself through stuff. And I'm going to tell you this. If you guys are having trouble with like having conversations with like people, I want you to sit there and imagine the conversation in your head going your way, and then have the conversation. Okay? Because oftentimes this will push the conversation in your favor, because you're actually manifesting the conversation to be that way by, seeing it already happen. And that's another way you can manifest things, is by visualizing what you want to happen. Like, for example, I'm like literally affirming something in my head right now. I don't want to talk about it on the internet right now. But I'm affirming something in my head right now so that I don't have to have too much stress on a situation. And I'll post the story later about, what I'm manifesting. Or what I manifested. Sorry, what I manifested. But it's very important that you say the affirmations in your head. Like, for example, if you see something coming and you know it's coming because you've been manifesting it, but it's coming in a different way than you want it to come, make sure you like alter the way it comes, like try to alter the way it comes and say, oh no, it's going to happen like this, not like this. And then it'll happen like that, okay? But you have to be like, you don't necessarily have to be specific with your manifestations. You just want to be thorough and make sure you manifest things the way you want them to turn out. Because, say, for example, you try to manifest, like, someone to be obsessed with you. Say you want to manifest someone to be obsessed with you. I'm going to tell you something. Make sure you affirm that they don't stalk you if you want them to be obsessed with you. Because if you manifest someone to be obsessed with you and you don't say, oh, I want them to be obsessed, you don't say that, oh, they're going to be obsessed with me. Make sure you include but they won't stalk me. Because if you manifest a person to be obsessed with you the wrong way, you can potentially bring in the wrong type of obsession. So you want to make sure you have the right type of obsession. Plus, obsession in relationships, if you don't manifest the right time, the right kind of obsession, the obsession can turn dangerous if you don't manifest non-dangerous obsessions. So make sure if you're manifesting someone to be obsessed with you, that you manifest it safely, and make sure you do your affirmations saying you're safe, you're protected, stuff like that. You want to do that so you don't accidentally manifest the wrong obsession, because, dude, I'm gonna tell you, I did manifest somebody to be obsessed with me, but for a while there, it didn't matter if I blocked them. They tried to find ways to reach out to me. They'd go places that I'd normally go just to try and see me or approach me. It got to the point that I had to stop going to those places sometimes, until I was able to just manifest them to let go, which is exactly what I did. I did a clearing, I did a spell to make them let me go and stop stalking me. And they eventually did let go and stop stalking me. I recently found out this person actually has cancer. But they did stop stalking me, which is good. I did manage to manifest them to stop stalking me. I just used spell work to do it. And yes, spell work is considered, I guess, a form of manifestation, if you want to say it, because when you do spell work, you have to believe that it works in order for it to work. You have to believe that the spell is going to make things happen for you if you truly want it to work. So when you're doing spell work, make sure you affirm that your spells always work. um, and also, if you're telling also, I'm going to tell you something. Be careful not to share your spell work with others, because if you don't have the right barriers around your spell work, or the right protections around your spell work, and you're not experienced in making sure you have the right barriers and protections around your spell work, more experienced practitioners can potentially try to break through that. So keep your spell work quiet. Keep it quiet. Don't talk about it until you know it worked. you know, I swear. Don't talk about it until you know that spell worked. Okay? Or until you know you have the protections to make sure your spell work always works. Also, when doing spell work, you want to affirm that you are protected throughout your spell work, and that you cannot be harmed throughout your spell work. That's very important, because protection is important in spell work. Now, if you guys are like new to trying to learn spell work, I want you to learn like a baby witch would. And a baby witch is just basically a new witch, a witch that's not experienced. Make sure you study before you go into depth on spells, because let me tell you, sometimes if you perform a love spell in a particular way, on somebody that's already in love with you, depending on what affirmations you use when you do these love spells, and depending on what type of love spell it is, you can create an obsession in this person. And it will get to the point that they follow you around. Trust me. I know. I did it once. And that's precisely why I did the spell, to make him let me go. Is because after I did that love spell, and technically he was already in love with me at the time, it formed an obsession. He didn't want to let me go. after I left, he didn't want to let me go. Like I said, he went to places where I would be just to try and contact me. He continued to ask my family about me no matter what. Um, Now, after I did perform the spell for him to let me go, he did stop stalking me. He did stop trying to find a way to text me. He did stop going to places where I would usually be just to try and find me. Okay? So it's very important that you are careful with your spell work. When I did that love spell, I was a baby witch. I did no research before I did that spell. And, well, if you don't do research, you know, let's just say you learn from your mistakes. So make sure you just study stuff before you do spell work. Make sure you have the right affirmations in your mind before you do spell work. It's very important. Sorry, my hand's starting to shake. But that's all I got to talk about today. If you guys want more content on like manifestation success stories, spell work, or manifesting in general, please let me know and I'll go ahead and post more content. I'm going to try to post more manifestation stories on here. I'm going to do a lot of manifestation stuff on this channel. I am going to try to get tarot readings up once or twice a week if I can, so that you guys can also still have tarot readings and oracle readings on the channel. Just bear with me because I don't know if I'm going to be moving sometime soon. If I am going to be moving sometime soon, I will let you guys know. Because like I said, I have been manifesting a move to a larger place for a long time. And, I know that's going to happen. I just don't know when it's going to happen. But we'll find out. We'll find out. It's going to happen. I'm going to manifest that bigger spot eventually. Either that or I'll manifest a nice cozy spot for myself, and my significant other. We will see. But I want to take my woos with me. I have my woos. So I know the bigger place is coming. So I want you guys to take care and remember to do your affirmations. Blessed be.